he was like playful with it. You're trying to engage me, so that I don't have a problem with because you're entertaining me. But
No,
to
I'm not
go
big on video
there,
games either way though. I'd rather go out and play a sport. I've never been a big video game dude. Like it just wasn't my thing.
well, that's
What's wrong with guys that play video games?
Because y'all do it too much.
listen,
No, y'all do it too much.
Linda, listen.
Did you hear about the 5-month-old that drowned in the bathtub because
Yes,
I saw that,
it.
and
Yes.
I was disturbed by that.
Well, that's what happens though. Guys get so enthralled in the video games, and then what's really annoying is y'all be talking shit. Y'all talk shit to people like, "Ooh, I just dunked on you." Ooh, and nigga, you can't even touch Jeanette in real life. Sit your big ass down somewhere. Like, fuck out of here.
But
that shit annoys me.
But see, my thing right there is that like you have a 5-month-old. Basically, you are not ready to be a father if you gonna leave your 5-month-old in the bathtub while you go play some video games. All your priorities are messed up.
I'm just trying to know where the mama was at. One.
But, yeah, 5 months old.
Who decided to procreate with that ignorant son of a bitch?
See, that right there is why mothers don't trust fathers with their kids when they're alone. Because
hold on, time out.
It's the truth.
My kids get hurt.
Why some? It's why
my kids get hurt when they're with me because I allow them to do crazy shit. Just is what it is. Kids usually tend to get hurt with dads because dads have a longer leash. Like my leash is long for the kids. Like, you know, go have fun, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. Like just go have fun. Enjoy yourself.
Well, did you guys see the article about the baby that was in the middle of the street, crawling in the street?
That's a baby.
It was a baby, and someone took a picture of the baby in the street, and guess who he was with? Dad.
No, dog. You know what? I've done a lot of immature, irresponsible shit in my life, but that ain't gonna be one of them, dog. That ain't.
Kid in the middle of the street. Come on.
Dad obviously wasn't watching the kids, and it was a toddler, an older toddler, who opened the door, and the baby crawled out of the door and crawled in the middle of the street, and it was a good Samaritan who happened to be driving by. But this was my thing. Their first initial reaction was
to take a picture.
Take a picture.
But that's what people do, though. That's what people do, though.
But wait a minute. But here's my thinking, though. Here's my thinking. Well, no, not that. But let me play devil's advocate because my mind went somewhere else for a second. I was like, do you think he did that for insurance in case somebody tried to accuse him of kidnapping?
Yes. He was probably
because the reason
me as a black man, that's my first reaction. I will take a picture of anything. Like if I find your wallet on the ground, I will take a picture from afar.
Right.
I walk up on it, take a picture close up, and then I'll get your wallet and I'll try to contact you.
Right.
Like
and see, that's what I was
funny about that shit.
Because my initial reaction would have been I pulled over and went right after the baby.
Not me. Not me at all.
Then I feel like, well, what if you try to find out where the baby belongs? You go to the parent. The parent's like, oh my God, this person tried to kidnap my baby. I'm not trying to have that blowback.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I would take a picture. Like I found somebody's wallet before, and I took a picture. And I took a picture of all the money inside. I counted all the money. I put the money out. I took a picture of it, put it back in the wallet, and tried to contact them. Like that's what I did.
That's a wallet, but we're talking about a baby. Like realistically,
I've tried to stop at the side of the road. Like I saw a woman changing a tire one time. I put my video camera on when I stopped.
Okay.
Before I walked up on her white ass.
Why?
She's like, no, I don't need help.
I want to know why you even had to turn your video camera off if you're doing a good deed or you're just trying to protect yourself.
Because one, as a black man in America, I've dealt with enough situations, and the county that I used to live in, I called it Cracker County because in Cecil County there's still a active chartership of the Ku Klux Klan up there. So no, I'm going to protect myself. 1, 2. Like, you never know, dude. Some cop pulls up, some woman panics or something. Nah. Oh my God, he's trying to rob me. No, dog. I turn on my camera when a cop pulls me over.
That's a smart
officer. Like, how are you doing, officer? Like, I want to let you know before you say anything that this conversation is being recorded. Hey, say hi for the camera. Yes, officer. Why was I pulled over? Oh, I
He gonna look at you like you stupid. Like, bro, why are you recording this? I'm like, nigga.
And are they normally okay
bro.
with
Like,
that,
nigga,
though?
come on.
They're okay with it because they understand what's the deal now, the climate of the world we live in. But yeah, I will your ass. I'll be like, yeah, officer. Look, I got the video camera on, but yeah, officer, we're on Facebook Live right now. Why were you pulling me over? Like, I'll tell him that shit because I don't play. I just, like I said, I've had enough bad experiences. You're talking about a dude like I caught a charge. My daughter's mom put a charge out on me. I fought that shit for like 3 years. I got took it to a jury trial. No police report, no pictures, just her white girl word against my black ass, and I got put to jail, dog. I went to jail, and not only did I go get put in jail, the judge gave me the max, and he locked me up with no bond, no anything before sentencing. I've never had nothing I have no police record, bro. Like, there was a white dude that went before me, took a plea deal. He got a year probation. It was his third time whooping his wife's ass.
Damn.
And they had pictures and everything. I've never had nothing in my whole history, dog. And they thought my black ass looked cocky on the stand, and those white people said my black ass was guilty. And then the judge called me a fucking menace, and he locked me the fuck up. No bail, no bond. He called me
a menace.
He called me a fucking menace. No bail, no bond, and I was in jail for 36 days before he sentenced me. Like, that's what I'm saying. And when he sentenced me, he gave me 10 years, which is the max you can give under the law. 10 fucking years. Like, so you will never in any circumstance catch me not taking a picture and not with my camera on. I'll just drive by your stupid ass because I don't need the headache. I just don't. I don't need the headache. And now my ex-wife has all the ammo she ever wants to say whatever the fuck she wants. Oh, you down there beating up white girls. And I'm like, man, I hate this bitch. Like, I hate this bitch. Like, I've never hated. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, cats don't understand that shit. Like, bro, I'm a fucking vet, bro. I am eternally fucked up because I fought for this country, and I was a fucking menace, bro. Okay. And the funny thing is, she pressed the charges, she moved out, and then we were fucking for like 3-4 months after she moved out. I go up to her job.
After she filed the charges.
Bro, yeah,
Wow.
after she filed the charges, because I figure, she filed the charges so she could make sure she got custody of our daughter. And I'm just like, all right, look, I'm trying to work it out. I thought I was in love with the chick. So I'm meeting her at her job on her lunch break, and we're fucking in the whip. And we did that for like 3-4 months. I think she had a boyfriend, her current boyfriend, actually, while we were still fucking.
Wow.
Like,
Oh, no,
that's what I'm saying, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Hey.
They don't watch the show, and if they do,
that was too much TC, y'all.
No, I'm tired. Like, that shit just bothers me, dog. And like, she tried to play the victim and shit. Like, nah, that shit ain't what it is. The sad part is I apologize to her family for treating her bad, because I'm like, I was cheating. I was wrong. I was fucked up. Like, I apologized to them, and they were like, oh, well, they still treat me like I don't exist. Like, they'll walk up on me and my daughter, and they'll acknowledge my daughter. They'll be like, hey, baby. And then try to take my daughter and walk off with her ass without acknowledging me. I'm like, nah, nigga, you eat a dick. Fuck you and what you talking about.
Oh, no.
And me, her, and her current boyfriend had to have that conversation. I'm like, well, she's like, well, we're putting our daughter in sports, and you have to interact with my family. And I'm like, I don't got beef with your family. I don't give a fuck about your family, really. But what you're not going to do is see me with my daughter and not acknowledge me as a man. I can give a fuck what you feel about me, what you think about me. But what I am is a man first, and I'm also the father of your grandkid. So you can eat a dick on that one. And if you care not to acknowledge me, I'll shit on you. And we both know that my daughter, I'm my daughter's favorite. She's a daddy's girl. So if I decide to be a dick, fuck him. No, because
I'm about to say, tell it like it is, bro.
It's a respect thing. At the end of the day, I as a man humbled myself and apologized to y'all when I didn't have to, because my relationship with her is my relationship with her. But I apologize for treating your daughter a certain way because I was fucked up. I apologized as a man and humbled myself. and then you still act like a dick. Nah, nigga, I'm good. You keep that same energy
Well,
over there.
no, I'm not. Well, no, I'm not saying their behavior is acceptable. I was just meaning how much you were sharing. Like, yeah, I'm my daughter's favorite. I was like, oh, what the?
I mean, my daughters are daddy's girls. Like the thing about
Yeah,
it is, there's a woman can act however she wants, but a daughter, a woman is always going to want the love. You are your daughter's first love, and at the end of the day, if I give them the love and affection and attention that they need and they deserve, I'm always going to be their favorite. Period.
Hey,
A daughter is never going to feel as safe with her dad's arms wrapped around her ever. And a mom,
what? Wait a minute.
please.
You gonna have to repeat that.
There's certain things that a mom can't do. Just like my son, I had to teach him. I had to potty train him. Like, just because it can be done doesn't mean it should be. And at the end of the day, I give my daughters all the love and attention and affection that they want. Period.
I've dated, and then we gonna go.
You're talking to a man who has been a man whore. I've dated enough women with daddy issues to know different. And I mean, that's just what it is. I've dated enough women who didn't have dads in their lives and allowed me to be a complete dog because they just like laying on my chest and laying in my arms. Because they felt safe while I was dogging them.
I hear you, but I feel differently because now I don't have the best relationship with my father either. It's gotten better over the years. So I can't say that I definitely felt the safest with him. I mean, it's like I agree with you, but I disagree with you because my champ in my life was my grandfather. That's who I was close with. Like
he was still a man in your life, though. You dig what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I'm getting. That's what I was asking.
All right, so.
Was, here he was around, but it's like, my relationship with my dad is shaky. It's on shaky ground. Like I have a much more closer relationship with my mother, and always have had a much more closer relationship with my mom in comparison to my father. So that's why I'm like,
I understand, but your dad's your first love, and at the end of the day, like, if I'm doing my job, it just is what it is. I'm gonna be their favorite. Right. It just is, and I understand, and I. It took me a while to accept that. My oldest daughter got the rawest deal version of me, whereas my younger daughter, she got the polished version because I've been there since like day one. My oldest, it just wasn't, like, you know what I mean? And I've tried to use those things and use what I've learned to, like, just be better, period.
Right. I feel you.
Hey, let's go Facebook Live, y'all. Come on.
We can.
That sounded like Love Talking Slow Jams. This is Dave Thomas on your mic right now. I'm ready to introduce this next track.
I feel like I'm gonna have to start doing the show in the office and shit since it's starting to get darker earlier and shit.
Yeah, the time's changing. Oh, get you a selfie light.
No, I'm gonna just go ahead and start doing it in the office. Only reason I don't do it in the office now is because this damn S6, the battery just be dying quick as a bitch. You can't be fucking with it. It just, your battery will die with the quickness. And I just don't be feeling like.
What I started doing was charging my phone before, on Thursday.
No, like the shit could be 100% charged, and by the end of the show, the shit will be at 2%. Like, it's just
wow.
Yeah, man. Like the S6, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's my phone or just whatever. But like,
how long have you had your phone? Is it about that time to replace it? Because the batteries will give you a good 2 years, and that's it.
I've had this shit for like a year now, so it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Get on some shenanigans, but I mean, like I said, I get it. Like, right. But yeah, I might have to do my show set up in the fucking office and just go ahead and make that work.
All right.
Though I can put climate control in the car, I'll be like, hey.
All right.
See, my only thing is, like, I might kind of have to be like with you too, or making sure that I'm getting on the road earlier, because I seriously believe I would probably get pulled over for a bright light in my car.
Yeah.
You know, police be like, the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like I have it mounted. Like, I'm driving, but my eyes are on the road. Like, I'm not looking at you guys. So I'm focused to what I'm doing. But, you know, I can see them now saying, well, if you're going to use your phone while you're driving, you need to have it mounted. And I don't have it mounted. So I'll probably have to do the same thing like you do too, Sion. Make sure I am, you know, somewhere stable. And just maybe, if it's nothing but just like sitting for a moment, you know, like sitting at the garage or, you know.
You about to park in the Best Buy parking lot and shit.
Well, you know what? On days when I have choir rehearsal and I get there, that's what I do. I'm sitting in a church parking lot and I'm just like, I don't want to go inside. And I be getting loud and we be talking about some very controversial things. And I'm not going to take that in the house of the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Don't disappoint Jesus. Don't disappoint Jesus.
So those days I'm like talking from the parking lot, you know, so that'll probably be what I'll have to do from now on, since it is starting to get darker sooner.
I should probably put that shit up.
That's why y'all keep seeing me adjusted too, because I'm like, okay.
That's why you showing Charlie Murphy your titties right now. I see you.
What? Shut up.
Uh-oh. People are grabbing their popcorn. They can't wait to hear what Tay got to say about this.
About what?
About the Cosby verdict.
I don't know why.
You don't know why?
I don't know why. I'm surprised she didn't have an hour rant video already. I ain't gonna lie. I almost posted a video Tuesday. I was like, I'm about to have these.
I posted first of
black
all.
Negroes have it, but I was like, nope, not gonna do it.
First of all, I did post the video, you guys, but I touched on it briefly. Like, it wasn't like an hour-long rant just about Cosby. Like,
it wasn't one of your regular rants.
So
no, it was a rant because my belief is that, I mean, I'm conflicted about the verdict, obviously. You know, my whole feeling is that, you know, I feel like victims, when you are assaulted, when something wrong is done to you, yes, you should get justice. I have no argument with that.
Bill Cosby said he gave her Skittles though. Like
Skittles?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he gave her Skittles.
But however, my issue comes into play, in that I know it's very easy for women to falsely accuse someone, because I had it happen to someone in my family. So I am one of those. Look at
your Samsung phone killing me.
I remember what my family. What you say? What you say, Sion?
Your phone was cutting in and out, killing me
all day long.
I'm so sorry. You guys know, every time I hit this particular spot in my commute, it's over here by all those towers and stuff on the Beltway, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, because I know my family has gone through that before. You know, like, I remember having the reporters, you know, come to the house. Relative of mine of sexual, and we were out in the news. You know, my family was in the news, and once it came out that this young lady was lying, then they had to print a retraction for everything.
See, but that's the thing.
People write on the internet, like they print these retractions about this. Like, I still have. Well, even still, that doesn't take away the wound that was left from going through that. So that's why I'm like, I'm not always the type of person that instantly jumps on yes, throw the book at him, I believe the woman. You know, I'm always kind of like, let me hang back, let me see what's going on, let me hear her story. Now, I do believe that he was doing some things he shouldn't have done, obviously, you know, and especially dipping out on his wife, obviously, you know. So
I mean, but I've seen his wife, you know what I'm saying, and it just is what it is. How are you his wife that long and you don't know something's going on? Like,
she's a doctor too.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe she tried to ignore it, You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I say the same thing, Sion, for as many women that came forward about him. It's just like, okay, you didn't get an inkling. Like most women, even afterwards, because she ultimately decided to leave him way before the verdict, you know, was even put out there. So it's just like, okay, you dealt with it this long, you dealt with him this long. Like I don't know, was it something that was starting to come out along the story, along this process, that you were just like, okay, I can't tolerate that? Or, you know, was it the way that people were viewing her for sticking by his side? Like, I don't know
to be honest, maybe before the verdict came down, he had an honest conversation with her and told her the truth, or maybe he told her to just leave because it was going to be a hard time and he didn't want her to keep going through stuff.
Because didn't they just lose another child?
Yeah, and
they lost another.
I know they lost Ennis in like '96, and then
Ennis was killed in
'96 and '97.
And I think the one that resembles Vanessa died about 2 or 3 years ago. I can't remember.
Guys, can you see me with my phone right here? Because like I said, it's getting dark, so I'm trying to find it somewhere to put it so it's not in my hand.
We can see you. Just be careful driving.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget that he admitted what he was doing. And
right.
Jalen said, he admitted it, and then he started hiding his money as well.
I mean, this is the thing, right? This is the thing.
Oh, wow. Jay O'Neill said, remember Janice Dickinson, because she did change her story.
Yes.
This is the thing. Like, this is the thing for me, right? There were a lot of people that came out, bro. And right. he himself admitted to some level of wrongdoing. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I feel like what you guys need to do is separate Dr. Cliff Huxtable from Bill Cosby, the man.
Absolutely.
Like Cliff Huxtable raised the generation of young men, and it's hard to believe that the man that portrayed that guy isn't that guy in real life. But if you've seen Bill Cosby's stand-up, you know different. One, two.
You just hit the nail on the head.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, people are mystified by Cliff Huxtable, and like, look at Bill Cosby's stand up. Bill Cosby knows who he is. Like, Bill Cosby is a different dude. One,
I can't say I've ever seen his stand up.
Listen to some of his comedy albums. They're pretty interesting.
Raunchy. And then
it brings up an interesting point. Just a side note, because he's always been so critical of like people like Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor, and so the fact that you talk about him being raunchy,
it's because of their use of the N-word and stuff like that. Like, he's really funny about that.
Jay, you ain't right. He said Cosby's a hoe.
I mean, Bill Cosby did what he did. You know what I'm saying? I
agree with you, Sion.
We have to separate that. And then you have people, the conspiracy theorists, who are talking about, they tried to detract this black man because he was trying to buy NBC, and they couldn't have a black man be that powerful. And look, man, being pro-black doesn't mean you have to be stupid, ignorant, or racist. Period.
Okay.
You can believe and respect the black culture, respect yourself as a black person, and not disrespect other people, and not just fall for the wool over your eyes. Like, just because they're black doesn't mean they're right. Same thing with these white people. If it's not white, it's not right. Man, look, y'all white people do some ignorant ass, racist ass, crack ass shit. And I'll say it. Fuck it. Race doesn't separate you or isolate you from being a decent human being. At the end of the day, like, he admitted that he's done some things. Like, it may not be what he was convicted for. OJ wasn't convicted for killing Nicole, but that dumbass book he came out with kind of played him. He did it to himself. Like, at the end of the day, look, Bill Cosby did some things, and he admitted to those things. 3 to 10 for those heinous ass crimes isn't a lot. Now, The only thing I will say, this Me Too movement, you bitches need to keep that same fucking energy for all these motherfucking racists out there. I posted shit on my page, motherfucking cracker, old ass dude raped a 5-year-old girl, and he got 90 days house arrest. You can eat my whole dick if you want to keep talking that dumb shit. Period. Like, that's what I care about. I care about fairness across the board in the justice system.
Absolutely.
I could give a fuck. And someone tried to tell me, yeah, money kind of absolves some of these people from everything, but having money and being white is what absolves a lot of these cats from these situations. At the end of the day, like Senator's son, he ain't serving no jail time for a sexual assault. He got caught. They have evidence. Bill Cosby didn't have no evidence. He got convicted of a crime where there was no fucking proof. And that's what I'm saying. Like
Now,
we can say what we want. Let's say the justice system has to work the same. That's all I give a fuck about. As far as Bill Cosby, look, if he committed those crimes, he's a piece of shit. He deserves to die in jail. And I don't give a fuck what any of y'all say. Fuck the Jello pudding. Fuck the Cosby Hour. Fuck all that shit y'all talking about. If he is a sexual predator, he needs to spend time in jail and he needs to pay for his fucking crimes. And that's just what it boils down to. And I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. Like, that's what I'm saying. Just cause they're black doesn't mean it's a fucking conspiracy. Just cause they're black doesn't mean that it is what it is. But white people, don't drop the hammer on him because he's black and then let these motherfucking sexual deviant ass white dudes go free. I saw the thing about this dude in fucking Alaska. He choked the chick out till she was fucking unconscious, and then he masturbated on her, and the judge let him go because he said that he doesn't think he would do something like that again. Are you out your goddamn mind? That's some white people ass shit if I ever heard it. What kind of shit is this, man?
Let me read these comments. Yo, my man Jay O'Neill, shout out, man, said the Me Too stuff is garbage. Hold everybody accountable, including Asia Argento.
Oh yeah, that white chick, she raped the underage boy. But if y'all gonna be on her ass,
wait a minute.
If y'all gonna be on her ass, first off, y'all better have Kevin Spacey. Y'all better be on Kevin Spacey ass if y'all gonna be on her ass.
But wait a minute, but I don't think the entire movement is garbage because of that.
I don't feel like the entire movement is garbage, but I feel like, look, if you're gonna pretend like you're part of the movement, if you're gonna pretend like you're standing for something, actually fucking stand for it. Actually do the work and the research. Don't just fucking jump on these fucking internet memes and I stand with. No, motherfucker. Find out the facts of the fucking case and fucking state a real fucking opinion based upon fact and knowledge, not on this meme looks true, I'm gonna hop on his ass. Nah, cause I'ma come for your neck. And I don't give a fuck. Because I'll come in the comments and I'll be on your fucking neck and I'll make you look stupid. I don't care.
Yo, my man Roy Boggs said, no matter what your opinion is on the Cosby case. Shout out Jay Reynolds. What up, man? I wish he was here. My man Arias, my man Kingdom Chef. What's up, bro? The fact that there isn't more or no matter what your opinion. I'm sorry. It's a lot. It's a lot. No matter what your opinion is about the Cosby case, the fact that there isn't more of or none, for that matter, a balance of more of the issue. Plus the optics.
I think he's saying what Sion's saying, basically.
Plus the optics of seeing that man taken away like a slave, like so many black men, is a message. Optics.
It's no message. The message is if he's a fucking deviant. Fuck you mean? Like, Bill Cosby has supposedly been raping chicks for 30 years, and he's been 40 years, and he's been protected by his money. The fact that he was so powerful in Hollywood and that he had money fucking protected him. He paid off a lot of these women. You're not paying off somebody if you're not trying to motherfucking skate something. Like, come on, man. Let's not pretend like, just because Cliff Huxtable is a daddy to a lot of y'all doesn't mean that.
That's not always true.
No, I mean, you sometimes
the people around you will say, you know what?
Let's pay them off instead of dragging you through the mud and all this. I got it. I got it. But how many people did he pay off?
I'm not saying that was the case with him. I was just in response to that statement you made that you're not paying somebody off unless you did something.
I mean, but how many people do you have to pay off before we start thinking you got a problem?
Well, that's true. Like I said, once so many women started to come forward, then you're like, okay, maybe, if one or two, you're like, maybe that's questionable. But then for how many, what was the end tally, 50?
Right. How much crackhead behavior did Whitney Houston have to exhibit before we accepted she was a crackhead?
Wow.
Right.
I said it. I'm shooting shots.
Ooh,
I'm saying it.
Boy, that's a
Whitney smoked her whole kneecaps off. Whitney ain't had no damn kneecaps.
Well, here's what I think, because like I said, I definitely feel like that we are living in the era of Me Too. There's, you know, like, I definitely agree about that. And I'm with you 100%, Sion, that if you know, if we're going to do this, then across the board, everybody needs to be held accountable. Black men,
Yeah.
white men,
I want
Hispanic,
all that outrage
women, you know,
for these
across
white
the
dudes is
board.
getting off. Like
Yeah,
that white dude
everybody needs to be held
that
accountable.
raped uh that chick by the dumpster. You raped a fucking female by a dumpster. He got like what, 6 months? He got like 6 months in jail, and then his parents were crying, "Oh, my son's forever going to be labeled a sex offender." Cause he
Right.
should have. He should be. Fuck his sex offender ass. And I hope somebody rapes the shit out of his little white ass in motherfucking jail. I said it. I don't give a fuck. Real talk. Like, he's a sexual predator, bro. Like, if your kid's a sexual predator, like, yeah, he need to get that. He need to get it. He need to get what he deserves. Like, if
Right.
y'all gonna be about this Me Too and, oh yeah, that's so abhorring and all that. Like, this is the thing. I saw, it wasn't even a meme. It was somebody's post. Like, the reason that women don't fucking speak out, the reason that shit, let's not just say women. The reason people don't speak out is because, one, we shame the victim, especially when it's a celebrity or someone famous, someone with money. We automatically assume that, oh well, they must have been a hoe, or they was around them because they got money or something. We start trying to look for reasons why the shit happened. If someone's just a sick individual, they're just a sick individual, and we have to start accepting that shit.
So you're
Right.
basically saying that we, as a society, shame people who come out and say
Yes.
something
Fuck yes.
such
Fuck
as
yes.
"I've been
Look,
raped, I've been
if
molested,"
you
so on and so forth.
if you see, look, man, look, I have a homegirl. I'm not gonna say her name. She actually posted a status, but she said 10 years ago, she said that she told her job about a guy making passes at her. A couple of months later, him and a couple of his friends raped her, and they were acting like because she was fat or out of shape that
That they weren't attracted.
he wasn't making advances, or he wasn't attracted to her. But what y'all need to understand is, someone being a sexual deviant has nothing to do with sex. It's about control.
I agree.
It's about exuding control over somebody in that situation, because maybe they don't have control in their regular life. That's what it's about. It has nothing to do with attraction. It has to do with seeing who is a probable victim. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we shame these people. We're like, oh, look at her. She ugly as shit. Why the fuck would he rape her? He a
Right.
star. Like we did with Darren Sharper. Look at that dude. Oh, he's a handsome individual. He got money. Why would he need to drug bitches and fucking and do that to them? But he did, though. But he did. It's not about, like, that stuff is a mental issue. It's not about sex. It is about control. It is about the act. It has nothing to do with the individual. It's about you committing the act because you want to, not because of what the individual looks like or what your attraction to the individual. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, we come out here and we shame victims. We shame victims. Look at Janice Dickinson. She said that Bill Cosby drugged up, and they're like, "Oh my God, look at Janet Dickinson." Nobody wanted her cracked out white ass. People did that, bro. And at the end of the day, instead of hearing the story, instead of absorbing the facts, instead of hearing his side of the story and trying to find out what we could, we automatically started shaming her and started shaming these people who came out against Bill Cosby. Oh, whether it was 30 years later, whether it was...
change her story. Janet Dickinson's the one
I
that
was getting ready to say, didn't it come out though that she lied about something?
I was making an example. I ain't saying shit about her story.
I'm just saying in general.
I'm saying that even with the victims, they're like, oh my God, they came out 30 years later, because a lot of people don't have they don't have the how do I want to say, they don't have the courage a lot of times, sometimes, especially when someone's rich and powerful, to just come out.
I'll be honest.
I have my reservations about it too.
I have my reservations about that. Like, because my thing is, well, I was told that Maryland doesn't have a statute of limitations, because what I feel like with them deciding this verdict, and this is just my opinion, I feel like the floodgates are going to be open, and naturally so. Like if someone has assaulted you, you deserve justice. Like, absolutely. So I'm happy and encouraged to see that more people are speaking out. However, my
Oh
fear,
wow, wait.
much like how people get to talking about like how some, some females use the child support system, use the courts against men.
I'm not gonna say no comment on that as a
No, no,
brother with a lot of child
Yeah.
support.
I know. Much like people say that, though, my fear is that this is now going to become a
Oh,
tool that some misguided, females will use to kind of intimidate guys and things like that. Like that. That's my worry. Like, absolutely, somebody wrongs you, like you should speak out. Hey, Jay, what's up, man?
yeah. The comments are lit.
No, I mean this is the
Comments are
thing.
lit.
This is the thing with
Go
what
ahead.
you saying, Tay. Women have exuded that power long before this whole Me Too movement. Women have exuded the power of, oh yeah, fuck you. I'll tell the cops you hit me. Like, please, look. I have an ex-wife who did that shit. I had an
TJ,
Right.
ex-wife,
stay upstairs. I'll feed you in a little bit, okay?
like,
So, but
I've
wait,
been there.
Hey,
so then
Chef,
why
did
do you
you
say?
really say
So
you're
if
the
you
king
have
of
the
child support?
power, dude.
No, I'm the king of child support. I promise you, bro. I
Chef
promise
Tony
you.
say he's the king of child support.
Chef,
But
I
that's what I'm
promise you,
saying,
I'm the king
Sion.
of
Though,
child
but,
support.
That's a
but
wild
Sion,
statement.
if you feel like Sion, if you honestly feel like we've had this power for so long, why don't more women speak up? Why don't more women come forward? If we honestly have that power.
Because like I said, they victimize the victim all over again. You look, this is the thing. You call and you say someone raped you. You got to go to the hospital. They put all sorts of instruments up inside of you. They strip you naked. Like, you
Embarrassing.
feel victimized again. And the thing about it is,
Embarrassing.
you get raped. Someone violates your body that way. You can't take a shower. You got to sit with this person on you. You have to sit with them in you. You have to sit feeling that way, feeling so used and abused, and you have to sit while the cops ask you all these probing fucking questions, ask you if the sex was semi-consensual or anything. Did you do anything to lead the person on? They victimize the victim all over again. Sometimes, and they feel like sometimes it's just better to go take a fucking scalding hot shower, get a fucking taser, and fucking feel better about it, or try to forget it, or motherfucking attack the individual. Fuck it.
So, can I get filled in real quick?
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, go ahead. Turn your mic up too. Turn your mic up, Jay.
What are we talking about?
We talking Cosby verdict, among other
Oh,
things.
he's a rapist and you should have went to jail. Fuck him.
Like I said, he should have
I,
took
I,
that
don't, I
L.
don't think I don't think any of us here disagree
Deny
with
that.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't
This
think
should
any
have
of
been a
us
2-minute
disagree
topic.
with that.
I
Huh?
mean,
Should have been a 30-second topic. What?
no,
I
because
mean, but that segues to other
that
stuff,
segues
though,
into the
Jay.
Me
Like, we're
Too, like,
not.
and then
Yeah,
Me
it's
Too.
why
Yeah,
just.
women
Me
don't.
Too is 1 year old. Me Too is 1 year old.
Man, Me Too is bullshit.
Is it really though?
Me too.
Yes, it is.
Is the Me Too? Wait, hold on. Before anybody say,
To me, to
is the Me
me,
Too movement really BS? Because
it's
a lot
bullshit.
of
It's bullshit
a lot of
because
people,
Me
a
Too
lot
hasn't empowered anyone. It empowered people to come out and tell stories, but at the
of
same time, is it bringing justice? Is it reforming the justice system?
is
Are
Bill.
they outraged with
Hold
these
on, hold
damn
on, Sia.
verdicts? Are they
But
really?
but
Is
it's
Bill
fairly young. I was
is
getting ready
Bill
to say, like,
Cosby the
they.
first? Is Bill Cosby the first domino to fall in the Me Too movement?
Bill Cosby is the first famous person to fall, but if we're looking behind the scenes, if we're on this Me Too shit, like I said, if you look on my page, I have 2 Bamas posted on that, and I have like maybe 8 articles in that same vein of cats getting 6 months or fucking house arrest or a year probation for being sexual fucking predators and deviants. Like,
But that's not.
there's no that's
That's not what he's saying. He's saying.
then what is the what's the purpose of the Me Too? Is the Me Too to empower the justice system? Is the Me Too to bring light onto these cats getting away?
The
Or
purpose
is
of the
Me
Me
Too
Too
just
movement is to
talking?
shed light on nasty
On
creep
assault,
behavior that's
right,
been done
right,
for years. I've
right.
had this conversation with somebody in one of the sports group y'all put me in about Victor Ortiz
Shout out to
being
Uncut.
arrested for rape.
Oh, he's a contender
And-
too.
And I'm just sitting here like I don't understand how, like, I've never fought the urge to rape. Like that's never been an urge for me to fight. That doesn't even cross my mind to even do something
Disgusting.
like that. So motherfuckers who do that shit is a special kind of trifling, and I got no sympathy for them. It's really no great. There's no gray area when it comes to rape unless somebody's fucking lying.
Right. I was
Agreed.
just getting ready to say, unless they're false, they're falsely accusing someone, you know, like
Yeah,
I
but as
said,
far as Bill
which
Cosby, fuck him. Victor Ortiz, fuck. There's no long conversation to be had.
You know what? I haven't read the article about Victor Ortiz.
yeah, what happened
It
with
said,
him?
Well, if
Yeah,
he
what
didn't
happened
do
with
it, he
him?
didn't do it. But until further notice, fuck him.
He's
And he-
accused of rape. He has 3 felony charges pending.
He turned himself in.
For those of y'all who don't know who Victor Ortiz is the dude that Floyd Mayweather sucker punched. But that's another.
No, the Victor Ortiz used to be a boxing champion.
That's what I'm saying. The dude that
Let's not downgrade him to the dude that
Why
Floyd Mayweather sucker punch. Plus, you're supposed to protect yourself at all times.
We're not getting into
Keep that chin right.
Does this work for? Hold on, let me get to the comments because we got some fire going on right now. Trev, shout out to IAG. He said, "Come on, man. Does America play fair with black men?"
No.
No.
I can ready to say I think we all know.
America hasn't played fair since the biggest slave on the ship got his head cut off when he got here.
My man Roy Box said, "I hope
that
whenever."
Also doesn't mean Cosby ain't a rapist. Still fuck.
That's what I keep trying to tell people. Look the black unfairness movement. Let's not use Bill Cosby as a lightning rod. He is going to have us fucked up.
Black unfairness movement. Sion, you
I said it.
That one.
I said it.
You have to explain that one, bro. Black unfairness movement.
The black unfairness movement, where everything's not fair. Life's not fair for the black man. Life hasn't been fair to the black man since the inception of the United States and the inception of the racist ass anthem. So, I mean, let's not pretend like shit is sweet, man. Like, y'all, if you, hey, second off, right? Let me say this one thing. Just because you woke doesn't mean you need to be racist to other races.
Hold on. Let me tell you something about these.
You can be woke and you can be informed, but you can't be prejudiced to other races because you woke about some white people that are ignorant and then hate all white people.
Let me say something real quick. Let me say something about these fucking Facebook activists. First of all, y'all can kiss my fucking ass. And
my whole ass.
And second,
the views that are expressed here on the rest. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, my name is at the bottom of my picture.
No, he is. It's Victor Ortiz.
And my location on. Y'all got me fucked up.
All the way. Hey, y'all can keep that same energy coming to my house too, because I assure you, I'll give you all the smoke you want.
The same energy for these Facebook Me Tooers too. Like you're going after people who agree with you,
bro.
Assholes.
You're
not taking that energy to motherfucking people who, like all these people who are fake woke on Facebook. You're not taking that energy to actual racists. You're taking the energy to people who agree with you.
You taking that energy to me in the comments because I'm devil's advocate because I don't agree with the way you're
hold up. I want to hear what Jay's saying. Hold up. Finish. You taking the energy to people who what?
To people who agree with you.
Right.
So people they'll find this gray area where you may disagree, and they jump in your shit. Like, nah, that's not how it works. Like I've dealt that a couple times shit today, where this chick was just fishing to disagree with me about something, and I'm just like, I'm not giving you the energy. I'm not giving you what you're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. Especially when now this time with this Me Too movement going on. It's almost like everybody is so hyper to anything they view as sexist. Just because I disagree with something that women do, or I may talk against women, I'm not sexist. Like, shut the fuck up with that shit.
Oh, did you see the video of the woman who was pouring bleach on dude's pants?
I heard about it. But wait a minute.
I don't advocate hitting women, but if you pour bleach on my genital area, I turn the fuck out of you.
I have a question. I have a question because I didn't actually watch the video. I was at work. I saw the thumbnail. So, number one, was this a what do they call it? Not an exhibit. It's another word. A simulation that she was doing.
No. There were regular dudes on the train. She had a water bottle with bleach in it, and she poured fucking water on their crotch area and get the fuck out of there.
The train stopped to open doors, so she could run out the door.
Secondly, so is the camera person with her?
It has to be.
Yes.
It's probably another girl, some pussy ass dude.
Either way, they both could catch the fire. they both could catch the smoke. Like what?
But you're assaulting random people because you feel like man spreading is a thing. It's not a thing. Like, first of all, females sit with their fucking legs open too. Like I'm not understanding your logic.
I mean, I understand man spreading is man spreading happens. Look, man spreading happens, but it's first off, ladies, it's the comfort of your nuts not pressing up against your thigh. Second off, right?
Wait a minute, say that one more time. What?
I mean, your nuts sticking to your thighs and shit. You spread your legs, you make sure your nuts ain't just smothered up on your shit.
But what's that got to do with riding a public train?
It's me explaining to you why man spreading happens. Second off, if I'm not spreading my motherfucking legs and you can't see my dick or my shit, like, what the fuck do you care? I'm sitting comfortably. If I'm not obstructing your seat, who the fuck?
Okay.
I'm not. I can see if I had a sweatpants with no drawers on and I was trying to show you my dick. But let's not.
I'm out.
So wait a minute.
Go ahead, Tay.
So wait a minute. So basically, you actually answered my question. You answered my question because you're saying as long as I'm not obstructing your seat.
Yeah, I'm not obstructing your seat. Like, these dudes weren't obstructing anybody's seat.
Okay.
They weren't like taking up 2 chairs for someone not to be able to sit. They were just sitting with their legs open. And then this clown ass bitch throwing bleach on them. Like, I would have slapped the fire out of Shorty. And look, don't let the weight fool you. I'm quick as grease lightning. That pimp hand strong as a bitch.
So, hold on.
She'd have caught it.
What the hell is grease lightning?
Grease lightning?
hey, Sion, you got people trying to pledge to go to your church, bro. You preaching tonight?
Oh Lord!
Hey, you know what?
Man, Chef Tony said you preaching tonight. Let me get to some of the comments before we
tell him I'm gonna pass this collection plate around.
It's amazing
the Sion St. Benizi Child Support Fund.
It's amazing though that those comments pop up the moment we start talking about smacking a woman for throwing bleach on your clothes. But
no. I mean, the comments is fire.
I'm just saying.
Coming after you, Sion.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
My man Roy Boggs basically said, I hope whenever, if ever, Harvey Weinstein is found guilty of similar crimes of Cosby, that they should take his ass out the front door and not the side door.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
Treb came out with something, come on, bro. Cosby is not a risk to society. He's a risk to women that willingly go to his hotel at midnight.
I don't understand
and take acts with him. He has some weird ass fetish to dominate them.
Jay, we gotta keep in mind some people may disagree with us. We gotta keep in mind, Jay. We gotta keep in mind some people.
Hold on, time out. No, see. First off, right? First off, under the guise of Cliff Huxtable, of course you're gonna go to his house. Oh my God, I'm getting to meet Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby wants to go back to the house and chill and have
Huxtable ain't fucking Bill Cosby.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I said earlier. If people, but that's what I'm saying. People aren't separating Cliff Huxtable from Bill Cosby. But at the end of the day, you know Bill Cosby as Cliff Huxtable. So if he invites you over to their house, you're not thinking he's about to unknowingly drug you the fuck up, and you're gonna end up with your panties soiled in the morning. Like, y'all crazy as shit.
I know Bill Cosby for the guy who was talking shit about black culture in
man, look.
And you would tell him something about pull your pants up. Bitch, nigga, pull your pants up. Fuck.
Actually, you better make sure your pants pulled up in jail. You be somebody else.
You be somebody else in there with him making that comment because I don't want to go around.
You be somebody called Pop.
However,
pulled up while women were sleeping.
Well, listen.
Okay.
No. You're talking about you going out looking disheveled, comparing that to assault. Really?
Yeah, the assault is worse.
They're gonna call you Pop in jail. But anyway. First off, I agree with the pulling the pants up though. Like that shit's gotten out of control. Y'all mamas got y'all pants down to y'all knees, and that shit looks.
When you are holding the kind of secret you were holding is just so.
First off, that pants sagging down the. I mean, the thing about it is the idea of black culture itself is. I guess it changes. It changes based on region, and it changes based on the every 10-year span. So I mean, if we're being honest,
My man Roy Bach said the Me Too movement has high emotional energy and unfortunately pits a lot of men against women.
No, men don't usually agree with women. They just want to find something to fucking fight about.
it's not that it puts us against them. It's just like you act like every
You wanna
dude's
catch somebody
a
doing
potential rapist, or every woman's a
Dude.
potential victim.
Dude,
At the end of the day,
that
more
reminds
men
me
get
of,
raped by women than
no,
than you think.
No, more men get raped than women, not by women. I don't think. Funny.
I was like,
Jay,
where did this
Jay,
statistic come from?
Jay,
Wait a minute.
Jay, you took it left, but you were correct, sir.
No.
More men do get raped than
I was
women.
about to say, we want to pull that stat up. Yeah, that's absolutely true. So it's ha funny, but yeah, that's true.
More men get raped by women, than women.
No, yeah, but you keep saying by women.
I won't say by women, than women. Though
Get a man Me Too movement going on.
No, because no one will sign up. No one wants to be the guy. No one wants to be the guy whose asshole just got plunged. Like no one wants to be that guy.
Why does that
men will never admit if something like that happened to them.
That's so bullshit.
Okay, first off, more men get raped by men than they do by women. So you won't have a lot of guys who like, yeah, my colon ain't been right since. No.
Pause.
Yes, I'm just trying to understand.
That is facts.
I'm just trying to understand why.
That's telling me what's not facts, bro. What's not facts?
Right, like
women.
I want to hear what you say. What is not facts? You gotta explain.
It's probably like they said. It's probably like they said that more men get raped than women.
Right. Grease Lightning is the car from Richard Pryor's movie.
Grease movie.
Oh,
y'all better understand. Y'all better understand, man. Hey, don't let the young face fool you. Your boy got sold.
I'm still tripping off that comment, but okay, Sion. All right.
Oh my God.
Look.
Yeah, but
people going off.
Yeah, I saw a comment on Twitter. Twitter is wild. Some broad.
Yes, indeed.
And that's why I don't be on Twitter.
Some broad had tweeted.
My mouth ain't wrap tight enough.
She, in the midst, I guess in her, the energy is so high that she tweeted that most men are rapists. And they told
that
her
most men are rapists.
Yo, you if she didn't erase that tweet,
they told her ass a new one.
I need you to reach.
She had to shut that smoke down. I'm sure she shut her account down.
Most men are rapists.
She'd have caught all this smoke. She'd have caught all this.
I take motherfucking exception to that. I'm not a motherfucking rapist. I have respect for women. That shit ain't cool with me.
Right.
First off, second off, I respect my penis.
Bruh.
Like,
wait a minute.
That shit ain't cool.
Don't nobody want to rape your little ooga booga ass. Fuck out of here.
It's not cool with me.
Hold on.
First of all, you can't say that, Sion, because you just said a moment ago that it's not about looks. So now you can't say nobody want to rape your ooga booga.
Man, I said it because I'm not a rapist. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a rapist.
Oh, but now it's different. Now it has to
No, because she on some bullshit. Nah, man.
At this thing, it was like a tweet storm, and I think she was just in the heat of the moment, just tweeting a bunch of shit. That she had a nice momentum going, but when they get to that point, they told her ass a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but she had the crowd cheering her on, and then she took it left. That's how it goes.
I actually was like probably more the opposite.
Malibu's Most Wanted when he said nigga, and the whole joke stopped.
Right.
The club.
I think it's probably more the opposite way. You have more men who aren't rapists than men who are
more
rapists.
men who aren't rapists.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have agreed.
I understand the way she said, because the comment, you would think. That's why perception in the news is so powerful, that they think most black people are criminals. That the way, if you coming up, you will swear all men are rapists.
Hold on, you know what? Let's caveat when you said they think most black men are criminals. What the fuck does that dude having weed in his fucking apartment have to do with that crack ass cop coming in?
Yeah.
I said it. Fuck that bullshit. I said it. Said it.
Hold on.
I do have another thing, like a conspiracy that I think is going that went down with that.
I got that smoke.
I say that for later. The conspiracy I think that went down there.
man, he probably just stopped trying to give her the dick and she got dumb about it.
I gotta
just
ask.
look up what people claim he was doing for a living.
I thought he was a business owner.
Just look up what people claim he was doing for a living.
What was he doing? We gonna have to side note. We gonna sidebar that one.
Yeah,
but like I said,
I got a question. Somebody, my man Roy Bosman, appreciate that, dog. Like, I have a question for this panel. Do you think the Cosby case would have caused as much division in the black community without social media?
No, there's dumbass people. They're gonna be dumbass people without social media.
Without social media, we'd be at the barbershop about to kick a dude out.
I was going to say, look at what happened with the whole OJ back in the day.
Social media stops more fights than a little bit.
Juice didn't do it. Don't play like that.
So social media.
We're talking about how we divided the community. Social
media actually stops ass whippings because a lot of dudes don't got the smoke that I got that'll tell you to come to my house.
Wait. Does it really prevent ass whoopings from happening? If anything, I think social media accelerates the cause of happening.
Because
you say something on social media that somebody don't agree with, you're gonna ask
talk safely from behind your computer.
Yeah, you talk safely from behind your computer, and if you live a flight away from me, I can't fucking I'm not just going. By the time I get to your house, I ain't got the same energy. Now, if we was
OJ didn't do it, bro, for real.
Thank you, Brandon.
OJ didn't do it for real.
No, he didn't.
OJ. This is the thing, right? This is the thing.
You know what? I'm gonna buy me an OJ.
OJ was not convicted. Two, the detective on the case was shown to have planted evidence. So that means all of the blood evidence, the glove, and all that fly shit, that shit ends up going out the window, bro.
Yeah.
Sion, get back to the question my man Roy asked about social media and the Cosby case.
No, to be honest,
I have a question. How
to be honest,
the Me Too movement would be if OJ did that shit today?
Say that one more time, Jay.
That shit would
I heard
shut the
OJ.
world down. I said, OJ did that shit today. How bad would this Me Too movement?
If OJ was as famous then as he now as he was then,
switch him with another running back.
First off, OJ was a woman beater, so like let's not give OJ like a bunch of passes.
Or like
I mean, Zeke Elliott's already showed that he has the tendency to touch women as inappropriately.
Let's just say if it was Zeke Elliott, they'd have found a headless man or two.
Really?
You know what?
If it was Zeke Elliott though,
Zeke Elliott's in Texas. They'd have strung his black ass up. If I'm being honest,
he would have called the business.
Nobody just caught the shade.
That's a good. I
see you throw the shade just here, but I wasn't gonna let you.
He was gay. Everybody.
I ain't gonna let you.
Damn,
man, that man.
I'm not gonna let you.
Tendencies, dog. Hey,
yo, for him and Odell Beckham ain't even a suspect. That nigga did it. Oh, whatever suspect means.
You know what? We live in a very metrosexual universe where dudes have extra long tees and their pants are down to their knees. They don't understand that comes from jail culture because you didn't have you open for business. But anyway, we won't get into that.
No. Odell was in the hot tub full of dudes under the water and then came up real slow with the water. Like, that's beyond suspect, yo.
I mean,
wait a minute.
But you know what, though? But you know what?
I think plenty of videos of him twerking too.
I think he. First off, Odell was raised by women, so we can't really shoot.
Wait a minute. I had a thought and then I lost it because y'all was talking. I was okay, it'll come back.
Go ahead, Tay.
No, you have heterosexual men who twerk. I was going to say, you have heterosexual men who twerk. Now, granted, it'll be... Wait a minute. Let me finish. Yes, you do.
You starting off with a lie.
Where my flashlight at?
Wait a minute.
Where my flashlight so I can find these twerking ass dudes?
Listen. If you let me finish, it's no different, but it's usually done in humor, like for comedic relief. You know, I've seen plenty of guys do
Facebook. those dudes suspect too. They find any
You
reason
know,
to dress up
stuff
like a
like
female.
this, and they act like, you know, they act like they're being a flamboyant gay man, but they're heterosexual. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, to me personally, if you are confident in your heterosexuality, then you twerking is not going to bother you.
No, he be too
Like,
serious about the twerk though. He be too
Yeah, it
serious.
depends
Let me
on how
finish. Let me
the twerk is called. Like, if you put your leg up on a counter and doing all that shit, you way too serious with it.
Oh yeah, you way too much.
You way too.
Now-
If you looking back at it, you way. That
He
means
too zesty, yo.
No,
He too zesty. I'm sorry.
Again,
Thank
though,
you,
like I
Rise.
said,
Ain't no
if-
straight dude twerking.
Listen, no, I know straight dudes who twerk. That's what I'm saying. But if it is done in comedic relief, like you're being.
What kind of church group you in?
Oh, Dion.
Oh, there's
Good
100% dudes twerking in church. I know that.
The
100%.
choir director start twerking in the middle. Praise him.
The devil starts
So,
preaching
wait a
against-
minute.
Hey,
So,
hey,
are you
praise break
saying
with the
that?
twerking,
Are you
though.
saying straight men don't go to church, Jay? That's what you're saying?
We're not
No,
saying that at all.
No,
Bunch of
I'm
gay
saying
men.
I'm
Oh,
saying
that's
most.
funny.
They said most men to be in church. Probably sweet. If they're not there with a girl. Okay, play this. Dude go to church by himself.
Anyway,
No, I'm gonna ask you, Tay. A dude in church by himself, percentages of him being gay. What you think?
if he's in church, what?
By himself, no family.
Right. I
And in the-
see,
and in
and
the
I had
choir.
plenty. I don't think he's gay. No, I don't think
No,
he's
I
gay.
said the
Because I
percentage
know
of him being gay would be what?
the image of him being gay.
I say at least
Percentage.
45%, 45%.
No, I don't know.
45, 45%.
No.
45%
We have
30.
straight men. We have straight
30.
guys who sing in my choir. We
He
have
come to church
straight
by
men who come
himself,
to church
no
by
kids, no
themselves. Who I was getting ready to say who? Yes.
I mean,
Like,
old,
that's-
because old dudes don't count. They love
No,
church.
we have some that. Granted, you have more older men than men my age. Yes, I'm not going to lie about that demographic, but we do have them. We do have men.
Say, don't
who
forget
are
to know where your church at. I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna start.
You are more than welcome. You are more than welcome. Like, that's
You gonna point them out, Jay? You gonna point them
I'm
out?
gonna walk in church like, Tay, what about this one? Ain't no way.
First of all,
You know
you're not about to come in my church and disrespect my church family like that. Number one. Okay.
First of all, your church disrespect stuff. Everybody gonna lie like dudes straight, and we all know. Like, come on, dude. We still love
You
you.
are lying.
It's because it's like you're insinuating that
Tell him Jesus still loves him.
heterosexual men don't go to church, and I disagree.
No, I
with
never
that.
said that. I never said that.
You say most men up in the church are gay.
No, they go. It's either they
I
had
said-
something bad happen to them,
Most men go by
or their
themselves.
woman makes them go, or
That's what I'm
you
saying.
know,
I
stuff
said
like that.
I said most men to go by themselves. I had a couple of sectors of, most men by themselves.
But like I said, if you look, unless you joking for kicks, if you serious about that twerk, like no,
Well, yeah.
I'm just
I will tell you this: the only
Okay,
thing that
Shay,
I
I
have
got a question
seen.
then. What's
He's zesty.
What's an act that straight dudes should not be getting involved in?
hey, you know what though? Hold
Oh,
on,
yeah.
let me caveat that, because for a long time people thought Prince was gay, putting on eyeliner and all that, and
They
Prince
did.
Prince
People
They
still
had
did.
do.
some of the Prince
did.
had some of the baddest. Prince had some of the baddest jumps.
That don't, but
The baddest jump. You know what?
Just because,
Say, my man
Just
Ryan
because-
said straight dudes go to church because the woman to man ratio.
they don't go by themselves. Straight.
You know what?
They don't
You
go
know
by
what?
themselves.
I see an
No,
argument
no,
made in his
no,
favor.
no.
I agree.
No.
Why y'all
Honestly-
making it seem like
Honestly,
a straight guy
if there's a
go
no,
to
'cause-
church he's there for worship? Like, why did
Look,
Ain't nobody at church.
making him
worship.
go?
We
He's
already know
going there
that.
to look for women.
look,
Like,
as a dude that went through Christian mingle as Cole the Conqueror, I can affirm that a lot of single guys go to church because the female ratio is real high in there. So I can understand.
What's your Christian mingle name?
Nope, I don't have one. I don't have one no more. I don't have one no more.
I don't have mine.
I had to let it go. I was afraid a pastor was gonna catch me or something.
No, mine was Rising on Sunday.
I was gonna
My name
walk in
was
and
Rise
be
on
a
Sunday.
naked man, and some chick was gonna sprinkle holy water on me or something. I was like,
But
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Jay, to answer your question, like, it would have to really be
That's funny.
before I, really believe a guy is gay. Like, it would have to be something that is blatantly obvious.
But here's
Like,
the thing with you,
okay.
Tay. Let me say something real quick. If a guy
But Jay,
tries,
I didn't.
because I got your point, and I know what you were about to say, so I want to ask this before I forget it.
Okay.
If a guy tries a homosexual act, then he's out the building for you. He's completely gay, and you can't fuck with him.
Oh no, can't
But
do
he
it.
ain't gay. He just tried.
He's he's bisexual.
He
and I'm
just
not.
wanted. He wanted to
No.
know if he was gay, Tay.
He's
No, because my
hilarious.
thing is, if you
He's
had that,
Let-
if you had
hey,
that-
let's take a
wait
praise break.
Can't fuck
minute.
with him.
Let's
If
take a
you
praise
had-
break, guys. Let's take a praise
shut
break.
up. If you had curiosity once, you're likely going to have it again.
Not
So
true.
Hey, wait, time out. Hold. If
You
you,
know
had
what?
curiosity once,
Hold on. What kind of curiosity are we talking about?
yeah,
what
what kind of curiosity we just talking
What are
about?
we talking
of
about?
being with men,
I
like
tried.
you, like
tried-
wait a
Hold on,
minute.
hold on.
Hold
Hold on.
So you mean to tell me y'all had to be with a man first to figure out
No.
that you didn't want
No.
to? Okay, so that's
Not
my
even
I
close.
don't have the desire. Fuck
So
that.
that's my
The
point.
desire, the thought, whatever.
So
We got a special guest on. Hold on.
Hold on. There's some guys who like masculine women. So does that count?
But Amazon is shit. Amazon is
Yeah.
a hot dog.
I'm asking the question.
Not
Oh my
biological.
Hey,
Let me ask the question though.
hey,
Are you dumb as hell?
hey,
Wait,
I'm
so
up here.
hey, hold on. We got a special guest. Hey, what's up,
I
Chef?
see Chef Tony.
Finally,
You got
I get up in this room. I'm
Oh,
ready.
no.
What's up, Sion?
Hey, what's poppin', man?
I can't see anything. Like,
what's good, Chef?
And just out here watching y'all.
Your phone
And
is
I need to
horrendous.
chime in on a couple things though.
Hey
Your
man,
phone
you
is
gotta
horrendous.
get to a better service.
yeah,
area,
you
man.
gotta
We
get
just
to a
breaking
better
up.
Or
area.
just throw
Yeah.
your Android away.
I'm in
Shut up, Jay.
a better area. Y'all can't hear me or see me?
No,
Yeah,
it's
we
going
can
in
see
and
you
out.
and hear you, but you kind of going in and out.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
can't see you. We can't see you. It's a black screen right now. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
All right, Tony, go ahead. What you guys say, man?
The whole thing about only dudes who go to church.
Yeah, Chef, we can't hear you. Try to
Hey,
link
hey,
back
Tony.
on.
Yeah,
Try to
Tony,
link back on.
hold on. Tony, yeah, I can't hear you.
We gotta send you another invite. Try to link back on.
Hold on. Where are you?
I feel like it's a lot of
You know what that reminds me of? You know what that reminds me of?
That reminds me of you on your commute.
It actually does, yeah, because I be moving and I be in bad areas, so it does. But no, you know what that reminds me of? When every time a caller calls the radio station and they get that blowback, and they're like, "Turn your radio down." Like it's
Turn
how
your
long
radio
have they been
down.
saying that? They always have to say the same thing for years.
Yeah, but we gotta listen until
You gotta
know
hear
we on.
yourself. That is the black everything. You gotta know you on. Plus back in the day when you know you had the tape player, when you had to press the play and record, you gotta record yourself. Look, I'm on the radio.
Oh
man.
man, you know how many songs I ripped off the radio?
Oh my God! Hey, I ripped like the whole Harlem World album like that.
Hey, Tony, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on.
You still
Nah,
You got that Boost Mobile. You got that Boost Mobile reception.
Y'all not supposed to talk about our guests.
Hey,
Y'all are
Tony.
not supposed to make
Hey,
fun of
Tony.
your guests.
Hey, Tone, do me a favor. I'm gonna reconnect.
No, you
I'm
gotta,
hey.
All right.
you gotta, I think
Yeah,
you gotta-
I'm gonna remove you, and I need you to send me the invite. Just send me the invite back. There you go.
That just goes to all you people out there. Everybody can get the smoke. I just need you to know.
Tony, you back?
Yes or not, and we fuck with Chef Tony, but he can get the smoke too. Like,
Wait till you come back. Wait till you come back.
But wait a minute. But Sion, to get back to Odell, what I was going to say, because we kept getting sidebar. The one
wore a
consistent
tutu,
thing,
too.
Listen, the one
I
thing
just
that
wanna-
so did Hulk Hogan in a movie. Okay. Anyway,
I was in the movie and he was getting paid
You
handsomely.
said in the movie. Now in his free time.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Not
Y'all don't
on
think
his free
folks
time.
entertaining folks with these social media videos. Y'all don't think that folks be doing that?
I think people
Like
who-
really?
All I'm saying,
You know,
is
my thing
it's
is-
3 different sets. Of
Why
smoke.
you gotta be zesty to
Listen,
entertain
All I'm
people?
saying, if
The
it's
only
3 different
thing-
sets of smoke, there's fucking fire. There's fire.
There's the only thing that I've seen that made me go, okay, well maybe he is, was
The
the
video
video
him
they
looking
call
at it.
him huh?
Did you see the video of him looking at the dude's ass and go, damn?
That's what I was getting ready to say. The one where he looked at somebody's butt and then made a reaction. Because for me, number one, you didn't know a camera was on you. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't done.
So we had to go all the way to that.
That wasn't done.
I feel like look, I feel like you lost me at he was looking at the dude's butt and was like, damn, like I feel like
that video's out there too. There's
Yeah.
another football
I
player.
feel like you thoroughly just lost me.
Let me.
I just said that's the only thing that I seen that made me go.
Let's not say only thing. That's
Yeah.
if that's
Like,
the only thing.
That's not an isolated.
That's like the 10th thing on the list.
when you
No,
was in a
because I
hot
don't
tub of
agree with
main
that.
soup and you decide to dunk your head inside of it. Like I don't understand that.
When you do what? When you do
When you're
what?
in a hot tub with his
Okay.
main soup and all of the dudes in, and you say, "I'm gonna go under this water."
Were they in there naked?
They were sitting down. We don't know.
Like like I
First
said,
off, I don't want to know if they were naked. Third off, why are that many grown ass men in a hot tub?
it's people. That's what I'm saying.
First off, look.
I know people who do stuff too
No,
silly, and I don't know what. And get funny
So
and
that has,
ha-ha
that
off
has
the
no
internet.
bearing on your
There
sexual
are plenty
preferences.
of people who do that.
I call my army homeboys my brothers, but be assured, there aren't going to be that many of us near a hot tub without vagina in the mix ever. All right, telling you now. And those are my brothers.
Hey,
So I don't understand how you won't get in a hot tub with a guy, but dudes will.
No, it's not with a
There's
guy.
a what?
It's a bunch of guys. First off, second off, I'm not sharing a cigarette with a dude. I might share a blunt with a dude, but that's about it.
I don't share nothing.
Second off, it's a blunt. Like you got to pass the blunt. Like you can't just. I'm not gonna not smoke a blunt.
Well,
First
I
of
don't.
Actually, dudes gossip worse than women do.
I agree.
So, I don't know where his lips were. Trust me.
I agree.
I don't.
I agree with
smoke,
that 100%.
I don't smoke, so I'm not sharing the butt with no dudes.
And to be honest, that's why I have a bowl at the house. That's why I have a bowl. Because I'm not sharing. No. Let me get them couple of packs and be cool.
And that's not even a gay thing. That's just a hygiene thing.
Well, no,
It's a social thing.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
but that's what I'm saying. My point that I'm making is that in a hot tub,
No.
wait a minute, listen.
No, that's
unless
like
y'all playing, you're not touching each other. You're not touching each other in a hot tub.
That's a little too much oodles and noodles for me, dog. That's a little too much noodles for me, dog. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? That's a little too much. Too many noodles, bro.
Wow.
Oh Lord.
Hey,
Man,
all right, so
more power to him. I ain't like it ain't nothing wrong with if he came out to get. I'm just saying like there's an issue when there's too many suspect things. I'm like, come on, dude, are you really begging?
Look, just come out the closet and be cool.
Yeah, we still love you, dude. Like, don't.
I mean, 80% of the WNBA is gay. You good?
But hold on, you know.
I said it.
it's true.
It's a lot of them. Elena Deladon then said she was gay. We knew Brittany Griner was gay. Her voice deeper than mine. But
So,
I mean,
thing.
like,
and she got to pay alimony and child support. How that works?
I don't know how the hell that worked.
hey, you know what? I ain't gonna lie.
Did she legally adopt the
She
children?
was married. She was married. Look,
With your homeboy.
they was married. Yeah, no bullshit. You drinking? You might as well. You might as well.
Yeah, no.
You might as well share McFlurry with the dude and shit. No, I mean, no. Look, I'm gonna be caveat. Brittany Griner, I applaud you, justice system, for keeping it fair. See, that's the one time the justice system kept it fair, black and white, whatever. They kept it fair. Look, she was married at the time when Shorty got pregnant. That is legally your kid. You got to pay child support. Fuck that.
Man, I'd have been there like, yo, DNA test. Fuck out of here.
Hey, Shorty might have caught the smoke though. Like,
I want to get your closing.
You should have gave her the smoke.
I want to get your closing statements on the Cosby Show, the Cosby mess and
Oh, fuck him. That's my
all
closing
this.
statement.
So what's your final comments on this? Because my
Fuck
homegirl
'em.
Amber just joined, and I wish she had joined in earlier because she had.
She can watch it on the playback.
We
She
about to
has
talk
something
about
she said she
Cosby for
wants to
another
say,
25
baby.
minutes.
Babies were,
Jay is like really over the Cosby. So
Look,
no, we got
I
to
don't
talk about it
understand
because
why
it's so hot
so
right now. You know what I'm saying?
fuck
okay,
Cosby.
all I can say is Bill Cosby's not Cliff Huxtable. Bill Cosby's
Yeah.
a sexual deviant. Cliff Huxtable is a TV dad and a beacon to show what being a good and a real dad is. That's two different people, and that's two different situations. Bill Cosby himself is a rapist, and he deserved to
I
be
do
in
have
jail. So
something
it
I
is what
want
it
to
is.
ask y'all though. I have a couple things I want to ask y'all that I got into it with a coworker about.
Shoot.
It has evolved to do with Oh, you said shoot.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
so
Yeah.
Mhm.
she said she's offended by men who don't wear shirts, and she wants to be able to walk around topless, and she's because she
Okay,
can't,
walk around topless.
but she can't because legally you will get
Legally, you
I
can't.
mean,
Yeah.
you can walk around topless, but when you get the cat calls, I don't know why these dudes is being like that. I don't know why these dudes is being like that when I got Daisy Dukes on with half my ass hanging out. I don't know why they keep looking at me.
Amber said he's a rapist and he deserves to be in jail even though he black.
Facts.
Black or white, he deserves to be in jail.
Yeah, facts, Amber.
I don't see any problem with that. I mean, personally, my whole thing is I think, and I really wasn't gonna say this. I think,
Second off, in the summertime, women walk around almost naked anyway. Y'all walk around almost shirtless anyway.
Yeah, them sundresses might as well be nothing.
Hey, I love sundress season, by the way. That is my favorite time of year.
Yo,
Does that count as a season? Sundress season?
As far as
Need to be a season.
African Americans,
It's my favorite season of the year.
I think.
Go ahead,
Dave.
Dave, I'm trying to ignore them. What were you saying?
I think us as African Americans are just so damn confused. It's like we want to cheer for the black folks, we want to be pro-black, but when but then it's like other people who are feminists with the Me Too movement, it's just like, okay, well, we're going to condemn him while he's black. It's just like, okay, well, damn, which one do you want? Do you want to be pro-black or do you want to be feminist?
Well,
to be honest, I feel like we got to stop putting labels on ourselves. Like,
I agree.
But the reason why it's an issue with the black community is because a lot of these people grew up and Cosby raised them, and he was also
right.
He was a symbol of something that we didn't think was possible. But yeah, he proved that we could be something that we needed to be. So yeah, when you take someone's idol, even though he was Huxtable, not Bill Cosby, you take someone's idol and you flip the entire thing on his head, it's going to rub people the wrong way. And people don't want to actually lose that lesson that they learned because they feel like somehow him being a rapist taints the lesson that he taught them. It really doesn't. But at the end of the day, he's still a fucking rapist, and he has to go. Cliff Huxtable is fine. You can ride with Cliff Huxtable, but
I still watch the Cosby Show.
Here's my thing,
like
because Sion, you made a statement earlier that he was convicted with no evidence.
Correct.
So
50 women are enough evidence.
No, I mean, look, this is the thing. The justice system, if you're looking at the individual case and individually what happened, he was convicted with little to no evidence. Though he did admit to giving her Skittles, like a dumbass. Like, who the fuck was his lawyer?
I guess I'm playing devil's advocate. I guess that's why I can understand where some people feel there's a bias. Right, because it's just like, okay, you guys convicted him with little to no evidence of, nothing. And then yet we have these other crimes where it's clearly proven that this person did it, but because they are a different race, a more favorable, let's say, race, then, it's slighted. So that's why I'm like, if they were able to convict him of, with as little evidence as they had, then in a way I can understand why people are calling the race card.
I understand
if that's really, I can't say I've been following it closely, so I don't know how much evidence.
I mean, people are outraged by the fact that he got time at all, and I'm like, yo, he's a rapist. Like, whether he got caught on this, whether he got caught up on some fugazi. Look, there's a lot of drug dealers that get caught up on some other dumbass charges. That doesn't make him any less of a criminal. That just
Right.
means he caught it out. Karma catches you sometimes.
Yeah, even if the judge was an absolute fucking racist, that doesn't take away the fact that he
raped that woman.
raped
Did
people.
what he did, and
Yeah,
he suffered.
they're not making that up. This isn't like, oh, you're saying he raped people. He didn't. No, he did.
And the thing
So
about it,
I lose all
Okay,
respect for
so let me ask you this, Jay, because like I said again, I didn't follow it as closely as everybody else did. So what? Okay, so are they basing this solely on him saying, "Well, yes, I did give her drugs"?
No, he said he gave her some Skittles.
Once case
Okay,
be
no.
open,
Okay, so wait a minute.
you
So wait a minute.
admitted some
So,
shit. That's new evidence.
but did he admit to assaulting this woman or these women?
Yeah, he did.
Whoa.
So he admitted to saying, "Well, yes,
Not
I gave
all
you
of
drugs."
He admitted to engaging in sexual acts with some of these women. Yes.
So again, like, I guess what they're saying is if you gave them drugs and you're admitting to a sexual act, then they obviously were inebriated. They could not fully give their consent. So is that
I guess. So. You know what? Can I have a sidebar with the black community for a second, y'all?
No, we done. Fuck Cosby.
No. I ain't talking about Bill Cosby. I need a sidebar with the black community, right? It's a lot of y'all on this Me Too train and all this good shit. But I need y'all to remember your boyfriend in the 10th grade, he was a grown ass man. That should be part of the movement too. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy, sis.
What?
Using the 9th, 10th grade in high school, and your boyfriend had an apartment already. I mean, I was 14 years old trying to get your number and shit, and your man had a whip. Like, I couldn't compete. So, like, I'm just saying, like, keep that same energy, sis. Keep that same energy, me too.
Yeah. They're not, though, but that's absolutely true.
Stay there.
How is that even related?
Because it's statutory rape. If you're 14 years old and your boyfriend's 22, it's statutory rape. I'm just saying.
Okay, yes, 14, 22, yes. But if we're talking like a 17 and a...
No, we're not talking 17 and none of that. We're talking like me in 9th grade and her boyfriend's 22.
Okay.
Yeah,
and that's happened in the black community a long time. So
let's talk about that. But wait a minute. However,
won't be my daughter.
I'm just going to...
Won't be my daughter.
You don't know what your daughter is. A lot of things daughters do, and we don't tell our daddies.
A lot
of things that daughters do, and we don't tell our daddies. Okay?
Yeah, right. Hey, there's a lot of tracking on phones nowadays, player. Just so you know, I can track everything. I can show up at your house.
I give that to my girlfriend and say, child, I'll be back. Go to the mall real quick. I told my daddy I was going anyway. That's beside the point.
Don't be giving them tricks. Don't be giving them tricks.
Amy said it is statutory rape, and let us be real. Some of these men took advantage of us, young girls in high school. He's right.
Yeah, them bitch ass niggas need to be locked up too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, keep that same energy.
I was getting ready to say, let me finish. Now if we're talking, like you said, we're talking 14, 22-year-olds, then I agree with you. Like, that definitely should not happen. However, 17. I could also bring up some of these 18, 22-year-old women that were taking their virginity and having these relationships with these younger boys that they were supposed to be babysitting and stuff like that too. So let's not leave them out the mix. Okay?
Yo, Arias, did you say you're chipping your daughters? You're putting chips in your daughter.
He said he gonna put tracking chips in his daughters. Yep.
He said chipping.
He gonna put them tracking chips.
Now ask him, is he also gonna chip his son?
Are you gonna chip your son, E?
Because my thing is, if you only chip your
keep that same energy, dude.
That's a BS. If you only chipping your daughters.
He gonna chip his daughter and look at his son. How the fuck she get to Vegas in 2 hours?
Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
What's up, DJ?
So would you mind if I put a microchip in you to follow where you go? Would you like that, or would you like that? Would you like that, or would you not?
Say no. Nah. Don't chip me.
Why would you like that?
Man, he young enough to not understand.
Right.
Look, wait till you 13. Wait till you 13. They trying to use it for posterity. I see you.
I can't wait till they play this footage back in court of Dave saying, "You want a chip in you?"
Wait a minute. I want to know if my question was answered. If he plans on chipping his sons? Because
Yes.
if you want chip, it what's good enough for the goose is good enough for the gander.
First off, I remember I was like 16.
He said y'all he said y'all scaring me.
You know what? I remember being 16 and trying to holler at a 22-year-old at Capitol Plaza Mall. Shout out.
Oh shit! I was
Old Capitol
I
Plaza.
was 16-year-old with a 26-year-old.
But that's like
I was on some line.
So you gonna speak up, right, Jay? You gonna speak up, right, Jay?
No, because I'm not a victim.
I was. Trust me. Hey, trust me. Hey, trust me. She was the victim. She was the victim. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? She was the victim. Somebody was calling police on me because I was victimizing that.
No. So what about the females in that same reverse situation who were with older men and didn't feel like they were victims?
They wasn't victimizing nothing.
They get a slide.
They wasn't victimizing nothing. I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying. If you gonna call me too and all that, let's keep that same energy for them same situation.
I'll keep it.
That's all I care about.
I will keep it a buck. I was hot in the balls, technically. and I lied about my age.
I was like 16. I told her I was 18. She was 22, and she got victimized. It was what it was.
For those youngins who don't know what Jay just said, that means he was horny all the time. That's how my aunt said, "Boy, you ain't that hot in the ass."
Hey, hold on, time out. If you are under the age of 18 and you are watching this, do not take anything I say at face value.
And please, and do not play that part when I asked my son if he wanted to be chipped.
At all. At all.
That's out there now, Dave. That's out there now, Dave.
Amber said R. Kelly's girls don't feel like they're victims.
Shit, millions of dollars will make you feel like you ain't a victim like a motherfucker.
No.
Yeah, pretty much. Ask them kids and Michael Jackson.
Oh,
good Lord.
I said it.
I'll be ashamed.
I said it, man. I said it.
I'll be ashamed.
Hey.
I'll be ashamed of some of the things I say yes to if Rihanna asked me.
I wouldn't be ashamed. I'd tell the whole internet.
Well, y'all gonna get on.
I don't know. She's
That's why Riri not gonna go there, Sion, because she know you gonna blab about it. That's why Riri not gonna go there.
Some of the things that have been shared.
Hey,
oh my
God.
God.
Trust me, Ree. If you have a couple of nights with me, you won't tell the whole internet. Damn, me telling everybody. I'm trying to tell you, girl.
Fuck that. She gonna be texting her friends. Talking about, I had 8 fingers. LOL. But girl, you ain't supposed to tell nobody that.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
You guys talking about the cosmic.
Hey, me too. Be turned into. Does that make me gay?
Yo,
Nah. It was Rihanna. It was Rihanna. You get a pass. All right.
Yo, let's get to the thumbs down of the week, y'all. Let's get to the thumbs down of the week.
Am I gay if I listen to Booed Up sucking my own fingers? Yeah, that makes you.
Sharice, if you watching this point, Jay said it.
Yes, it does. Yes.
I'm still mad at Sharice that she bounced out on that party.
Oh, nah, she's well, we'll talk about that off the air. We'll talk about that off the air. She had a good reason.
But she did.
Now, look, right?
She had a good reason.
Hold on, thumbs up to the Carolina Panthers for signing Eric Reed.
Yeah.
Big time thumbs up. Caps next. Let's go.
Tay, what's wrong with your picture, Joe?
Thumbs down for Nike for pulling the wool.
We didn't get to that. I was about to say Nike though.
Nike played y'all.
Hold on. No. Let me talk about that real quick. What motherfucker thought that Nike was only riding with niggas?
Of course we knew that. We knew
I don't even know.
Nike was riding both sides. I mean, but
so then who's surprised? Why is this? He played us.
They decided it was the right time to say, okay, look, we're going to put Kaepernick out here in the front of the movement. We're going to let everybody know that we're supporting him financially, but we're going to take billions of dollars and give it to the people that we really trust, the Republican Party, and all these niggas going to be mad.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
First off, let's be honest. Nike is a corporation. Nike
to play that game.
A lot of the Republicans that they supported are people who are in favor of big business, not necessarily race wars or Trump fans, but people who are in favor of big business, which means they would allow Nike to have a lot of tax exemptions when they were building companies and factories and stuff like that. So that was their main motivation. It's not a race thing. It's that just because they say Republicans doesn't mean it's race. Because there's a lot of ignorant and dumb Democrats out there too. Like,
but my rebuttal.
No, Trump has tainted the pool at Alabama's.
To add on to what you were saying, Sion, just because they put Kaepernick in an ad don't mean they fuck with niggas either.
I mean, they signed Kaepernick because other companies wanted him, because other companies saw the financial value of the black dollar. Right. The black dollar could make people billionaires.
The reason why I'm rocking Nike is because that man lost his job and they decided to help him.
And they gave him bread.
Pay his bills and pay his family. That's it.
And the thing about it is, but Nike supports a lot of things in underprivileged things in the community, and it gives these athletes a platform.
Nike stuck with Kobe. They stuck with Tiger. They did. They love controversy. They stuck
with Kobe. They stuck with Tiger. Yeah. They stuck up for Serena Williams when they tried to tell her she couldn't wear that damn bodysuit. Like, they signed one of the Griffin brothers with the one arm. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, man, I'm trying to watch all that tennis. I want all that smoke.
Your point, please.
I want all that smoke. I want to say thumbs down to Nike, but people need to understand, like, Nike is motivated by money. Nike is not motivated by politics.
Nike has proven they have the propensity to stand by their clients no matter what.
Ooh, you gotta drop that SAT word again.
Yeah, for y'all country asses out there.
Yeah. Say it loud for the ones in the back. All right, so it looks like Nike is consensus thumbs down around here.
They're consensus. I mean, no, I got to give them a half and half.
It's not my thumbs down, but
I'm riding with Nike.
I'm giving them a half and half.
Who's your
I'm giving them a half and half, man.
I got Nike sweats on too.
I got a Nike hoodie on.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm riding with Nike, man.
Now, the Nike gray sweatpants, they're just thin enough to do what they're supposed to do. Hey, ladies.
Yes, Negro, really?
First of all, you're not supposed to wear underwear in the strip club.
What? Who's wearing underwear in the strip club? What are you talking about?
Just straight sweatpants.
I've never worn underwear in the strip club. Never. Ever.
Just sweatpants and boots.
Yeah, you gotta wear boots so she don't push you back. So she don't push you back. You gotta have grips. You gotta have grips.
Oh, we got to rewind. Tay, who's your I can't deal with it.
Hey, Jay, Jay, you know the uniform. You know, I see you, bro. I see you. You know the uniform. Hey, Nike boots. They got the best
grip. Why are you not wearing drawers going to the strip club? Why?
Why are you wearing?
I ain't got nothing to tell you why.
Hey, Jay, you better not. You better not.
I ain't got it.
We gonna see the long arm of the law over there.
My wife is actually taking my daughter to the doctor, so it's not.
Especially if you in.
I hope little bitty feel better.
Wait a minute. Go ahead, Jay.
You know, if you wearing boxers, and especially ones with the button on it, can you imagine you ever try to?
It's a chafe. It's a chafe.
You ever try to jump out of your bed super quick with the blankets on you? You got one of them big, thick blankets. Like, yeah, it's just too much.
Okay, so wait a minute. So it's to minimize friction and not something else.
It's to minimize friction and maximize friction at the same time.
Hey, Jay.
No, really. Man, look, FCC gonna shut our asses down, dog. Come on.
Y'all are some pervs.
Look, hey, look.
You like, yeah, baby.
Me and Jay are low key dropping gems to you youngsters.
Yeah,
we are dropping gems.
Y'all ain't never been in the chair, the skinny chairs where you could touch your hands behind the chair. They so skinny you can lock your own hands behind it and you just sit there just for the ride.
Yo.
You gotta get your money's worth, fellas. You gotta get your money's worth.
Amber says she is so confused. Lord have mercy.
Why she
confused? You confused about? Amber, shoot me a DM. And
no. You can't
explain everything in detail.
Clarify.
He is happily married to a good friend of mine.
No. I'm not even trying to shoot no shot. I don't need that shot.
Selfish.
I'm telling her I'll clarify. Any questions she has, I'll clarify because we're over here creeping Tay out.
I'm just saying, why do you gotta be so selfish? That's all I'm saying.
What? Who's selfish?
Her husband?
No, ain't no share. Look, the views expressed by Jay are not those of Sia. I'm saying shoot me a DM so I can clarify anything for you. I'm not shooting a shot. I'm not trying to get at you. I'm just telling.
Oh, really?
Jay, you sharing your girl? You sharing your girl now?
I'm sharing.
What? Depending on what you bring to the table. Don't just show.
Jay, we gonna have a conversation off screen about that, brother.
I'm just saying, don't show up to the table with a Gila monster and expect to be getting my girl. Y'all wild.
We gonna talk about that. We gonna have to exchange photos. Jay, we gonna have to exchange photos and talk about that.
We gotta be smaller. Look, Jason, nah, man.
We gotta talk. We gotta talk bartering. You know what I'm saying? It's the barter system, baby.
He like, wait a minute. I can see the imprint in them sweatpants. Nah, you can't have that one. Nah,
oh yeah, I'm not letting a nigga destroy my girl. I still got my
Yo, I'm done. Jay, I'm done.
Oh my God.
Give him my prison.
But if he just like a little popcorn shrimp, you good.
She still gotta get some enjoyment.
She still gotta enjoy the situation.
Yeah,
be out here all willy-nilly.
I'm just advantage taking at that point.
Man, come on, dog.
Yeah, at that point I'm just advantage taking. She won't be doing no more.
Damn.
Jay, I'm done with you right now. I'm done with you.
Jay, we signing off, man.
Jay, you on my thumbs down of the week right now, Jay.
Why?
Oh,
I'm gonna holler at you in the DM, but hey, I'm gonna pull a Trump. I'm gonna denounce you publicly. Probably we gonna have a secret deal and shit. We gonna have one of them Russian deals in the back.
I'm just saying, she could do what she do and still come and kiss you in the mouth. That's you very brave, Jay. Go ahead.
Hold on,
Tay. You taking it too far, Tay. You taking it too far.
I got a question for you. So she got
it's different levels to this shit, Tay.
She said so she got to enjoy it, but not too much.
Yeah, that's fair.
How?
I think that's fair. That's not.
So the question is how?
First of all, let me ask you this question. So you would be mad if I'm over there with the other shorty and I'm kissing her on the lips and fucking love making and shit?
Tasha doesn't share, period.
There is no love making.
Tasha doesn't share, period.
This is not a love making situation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm over there you're getting all loving, kissing her, staring at her eyes, my brother like, nigga, you out of your mind? No, we can't. Yo. You out your mind? Yeah. We not doing that.
Amber say
hey, you better hit it from the back, smack it a couple of times, and be cool.
Yeah, just gotta look.
Oh my gosh!
I gotta look over there.
I'm done with y'all.
Make sure
you can't look her in the eyes. You can't look her in the eyes and shit. You know what I'm
done with them.
Whatever.
I'm just saying. I don't.
Hey, Nike boots work for that too. But go ahead.
No socks. If you ever tried it with socks on the wood floor?
Hold on. Time out.
You can't do that. That's impossible.
Time out. Caveat.
How did we even get there?
I don't know how. I have no idea how.
Every time I've been to the caveat, every time I've been to the hospital, I always leave with like 4 pairs of them grippy socks. Hey, them grippy socks, them Jones is fire. They work on the hardwood floor, brother.
I still a little picture they put the ice in.
Yeah.
My goodness.
My man.
The little styrofoam picture, dog, for real?
No, the plastic junk.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we gotta end it.
Look, hey, them grippy socks, boy.
At my door now, like, what are you talking about? Come on.
Hey, them grippy socks. Them grippy socks will be like, for sponsor.
I actually
grippy socks
don't
work on
like
the sheets
any.
too.
I don't like any socks. They're kind of a turn off, but I understand that some guys like to keep
You're
them
weird.
on. So
Look, I got man feet. That's not what it is.
Weird. I'm not weird.
I got man feet. I can't just not wear socks. Like
so you be buck ass naked except for the grippy socks.
Yes.
Well, if you gonna put stock, you gotta keep the boots on.
First off, no. Actually, that's a new use for my military boots. The only time I wear grippy socks is if I'm on hardwood floor.
See, what size shoes you wear? You see?
Oh Lord.
Oh, I
wear size 9.5.
Oh shit, I wear 15.
I got small feet, brother.
Bigfoot.
I got small feet. You know what I'm saying?
Jay, why was it necessary for you to ask about shit?
Because he needed to borrow some boots, man. The military boots have a form of grip that you just don't understand.
I forgot Amber's
boots strap all the way up to the knees.
What?
The military boots strap up, and they have the little hooks, so you can hook them up all the way and tighten them.
So Nike boots ain't on that level. We have grippy socks, but now we have military boots.
Look,
everybody got access to military boots.
Look, the grippy socks are for hardwood floors only.
How the hell do you?
I ain't gonna lie though. I was in it one time and I kept sliding and I had a pair of those big yellow rain boots and I had slipped those on.
Oh, the galoshes? I got you. You know what? I ain't never tried that. I ain't never tried the galoshes. Hey, you know what? Hey, when in the rain, you know what I'm saying? Wear your galoshes.
Nothing makes you feel more invincible when you got them damn things on. It's rain outside. I'll be just stomping through shit just cause.
That's what hey, Jay, tell him it works both ways, baby. It works both ways.
See,
stop do everything, huh?
If you really want the grippy socks, Amber says she got unlimited access to them. I forgot she's a member.
Holla at me, Amber. I need all of them. I need all of them things. I love them grippy socks. Them grippy socks are everything.
They work on the sheets too.
We went
Cosby verdict. Now on the sheet in the sheets with them, though, she'd be feeling like Spider-Man, though.
Mm-hmm. Hey, the grippy socks work on carpet too. It works extra good on carpet.
Dave, please.
Dave,
my man Rich said Tim's do the trick.
Oh, Tim's didn't like that.
You know what?
Of all time.
You know what? Tim's work.
Where the hell are you guys at that y'all need this much grip under those circumstances?
Look.
I mean, it depends on the kind of work that you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Look.
We talking about that kind of work.
Hey, some of y'all be trying to throw it back. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I can catch it.
And also,
you never go to work without the proper equipment, all right?
And also, some girls.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm staying out of this conversation.
Some girls, they live in the hood, so they don't got no box spring like the bottom jump. So they matches be all on the floor.
Hey, Jay, that's what the grippy socks is for. The grippy socks.
Because you don't want to keep your toes on the box spring.
You know what? You know what? No. Sometimes the mattress slides, so you gotta The mattress will slide, bro.
Who puts their bed in the middle of the room?
Look, I don't know why. I don't know. The mattress is slide, so you gotta have the boot. You gotta have the boot so you can stay in one spot. You gotta stay in one spot. Whatever, man. Y'all
put the bed in the corner. So they got a centralized location that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Good chicks like I used to.
Look, you put one. Hey, this one time, I just ended up pushing it into the corner and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do what I gotta do."
My head hurt.
That's how you know you were the hood chick.
My head hurt.
Her mattress and her box spring is in the corner.
This one show had her mattress was on the old milk carton crates and shit.
Dave, wait a minute. Are we gonna be cut off, Dave?
No, we got unlimited time, yo. Yeah, bro, you need a better mattress box spring combo if it's sliding. That's funny.
So, right. See,
Hey man, I'm trying to tell you.
That's funny.
Hey, them milk crate jumps be funny because you be forgetting and you jump on the girl bed and you hear
jump on the bed.
Snap.
You jump on the zone and you hear crick crick and you be like, oh shit, no.
Wait a minute.
I have broken a few box springs.
You're saying her mattress is sitting on crates?
No,
yeah, it was the milk crate, John.
Oh, wow.
Mattress and the box spring.
That is uber ghetto, yeah.
No, Shorty didn't have no box spring, bro. It was just milk crates, and then it was.
Wait a minute.
You cannot put a mattress in a box spring.
Wait a minute. See, I'm gonna tell y'all that is one of many differences between men and women. Because if I go over dude's house and his bed is on some milk crates, it's not going down.
Man, look, Shorty, we can be sleeping on a yoga mat.
If
it's right, you can get it. You can get it on a yoga mat. Okay.
I got the California King. Let me get and the mattress slides off some milk crates. I'm sorry.
No, you have to know how.
That's hood as hell.
You need to get a California king size a blanket for a queen size bed, so it cover all that shit. You
right? Hey, that is a fact, bro. That is a snap of fact right there.
100%.
That is a snap of fact. Yes. She thinks she on the best box spring ever.
Bro, 100% fact.
I remember one time I was like just hanging out with the chicken, and I realized I was about to get some pussy, and I had to go clean my room up like real quick. Boy, when I tell you, I was just throwing everything in one corner, and I threw a blanket over it. I was like, "Fuck it, I'll deal with it later." Them big ass blankets come in handy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm in the same boat. Opportunity knocks.
Well, I'll be honest.
My room look like a hurricane.
We do the same thing. If we know y'all coming over real quick, we'll.
Oh, that's the worst thing ever. You pop up over a chick house, her room is the worst.
Oh.
Not everybody's room.
Question: Have you ever not hit it because it was the room was junky?
Hell no.
No.
Yes.
No. I tell you some reasons.
You're not getting me on them sheets look like they got stains.
Say, you the only one. I ain't gonna lie. I hit a chick on the dresser because her damn bed was so junky, but it was what it was.
No,
that dresser was sturdy. That was a sturdy ass dresser, by the way.
Wait a minute. Now you changed it a little bit. Now, see, I thought you were saying you still would, go ahead in the bed, even though
I mean, she ended up bent over the bed eventually, but no, hell no, I wasn't laying on that shit.
I have not hit before where I smelled this girl's shit through her jeans. Like she had her jeans on, I smelled the box. I was like, what?
Wow.
I mean, well, that makes sense.
Oh,
though,
we have.
I would hope not.
No, I might have did like that white girl and threw the bleach on the shit.
No, because I don't.
That's the perfect way to end the show.
I don't went through. I don't went through some.
That is the perfect way to end this show. See,
I don't went through
right
some.
Head.
I don't went through some
bleach on that bitch
super,
and be like, done.
I don't went through some super hairy jumps. You ever seen how orangutans eat off of other orangutans? They just be sniffing through their head and picking.
Oh, really?
It was kind of like that.
What are you
talking about? Hey, Jay, that's why you use the water finder. The water finder right quick.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I went in that joint with a safari hat and a hatchet.
Yo, Amber said, tell me you did not.
Yes. Yes.
Wait a minute. Okay, since y'all are talking about, some kind of pretty private stuff, I want to know who here is pro Bush.
Doesn't bother me a single bit.
I don't care.
I'm not pro Bush.
I don't
care. You gotta trim the hedges a little bit, but I don't care.
Like,
I don't have a care.
It's like if you have the 1976 Afro Bush, we got a problem.
No, I mean I'll go in there with a pick and say power to the people.
I don't care.
Like,
hey, you know what? You know what? Hey, the Bush.
What you're willing to do.
Yes, I'm not going down there and getting a hairball. That's dead. But
that's what I'm saying.
No. Look, but if you do bend over, it spreads and it'll just be what it is.
Wolf pussy. Like, nah.
Hey, call me a hound. Call me a hound dog. Oh, I'm in there. It is what it is.
We gotta go. Good.
She gonna learn today.
I'm starting this music right now. We have got to go.
This is what a savage does.
We have got to go. Oh my God! Thanks to everybody who tuned in to our crazy ass show tonight. Thank y'all for y'all.
Yeah,
Savage gonna be what it is.
Thanks.
It was Tate's fault.
Thanks to
Jay
Milk
Tate,
Man for all those milk crates.
we out, man. Oh my God! Y'all asses are completely out of control. Damn, Jamie, why you just coming on the show?
You fired.
Damn, just came on the show. I was like, oh my God. Damn. I can't. It hurts me when people come on.
Hey, I'll go into your jungle like Steve Irwin and be like, cracky.
You ain't right. You say Steve Irwin though, for real?
Yep. Call me the River Monster Slayer. Whatever.
Oh my God.
I'll be on it.
Wow. Hey, Amber, appreciate the love, sweetheart. We really appreciate that.
Yes.
That was fun.
Hey, Jay, tell him you go in there with a machete and one of them hats and be cool.
Safari hat.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm looking like I'm trying to find Tarzan.
Oh,
you damn right.
that's funny.
I ain't playing.
With a machete talking about so.
Right? Hey, what? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta cut down gotta trim the forest, B.
Amen.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? This one time I did pull out the clippers
this
and trim
one
it
time. We
before I
gotta
hit it.
go. No, this one time.
I did trim it before I hit it. She got the reverse landing strip. I just trimmed the landing strip right over the lips and was like, I'm in there.
She let you do that. And
Hell,
not a lot
fuck
of
you.
women will let you do that shit.
All you gotta do is have a steady hand, baby.
Hey, would you let somebody do that?
Would I let somebody trim me?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, because I take care of it myself.
No
One-
fun.
I don't like anything down there.
No fun.
What?
You gotta have a landing strip.
No, I don't even like the landing strip.
Oh, you just
You're supposed to go in there and start cutting it, and then just start getting into it, and then don't even finish.
No, because I don't believe.
start getting into it.
I don't cut it. I don't cut it. I nair it.
Oh.
Shit look like a boiled egg.
That joint look.
You'll never know, Jay.
You just smooth like a mango over there.
Hey, that's all right. Mangoes are juicy.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, mangoes are.
Mangoes are, but we.
Okay, I
Mangoes are.
have to feed my child before we call CPS.
Hey, if you ain't called them yet about that damn chip, you good.
I'll holler at y'all later, man.